Hi, and welcome back to my first long form in a month, for my 50th video. Woo! And I also want to thank you all for the support, and 300 subscribers. So let's move on to the Q&A. BrekkoBTD official, what are your opinions on Roblox, Madden, Minecraft, Fortnite, and Fall Guys? I like Roblox, and I play it quite a bit. For Madden, I've never played. For Minecraft, I actually quite like it, and it was actually my most played game at one point. I also have never tried Fortnite, which could be unpopular, but it is true. And Fall Guys is actually quite good in my opinion. And, how old are you? Let's put it this way. I'm less than 20, but more than 6. But I don't exactly want to share that, so just as a guide, less questions like this, please. Now, Career Max. How has balloons impacted you? Well, it hasn't really changed much for me, apart from this incredible channel and all of your lovely support. To be completely honest, I haven't been playing the Balloon series for too long now, so only have a few. My favourite game outside of BTD 6 would either be Animal Crossing New Horizons or The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which you could say changed my life. And in the most polite way, it's something not to tell you. What's your favourite tower in BTD 6? I think I've said this in the past, but my favourite tower is the Druid, and I have millions of XP on it. The Stardew Valley question I'm too lazy to type into the script or say because it's not applicable. I don't play Stardew Valley, so sorry. Now, Beachfront Haven. Who is your favourite hero? To be honest, although there are better, such as Geraldo for almost everything or Sada for a cheap camo hero, I really like Benjamin. Probably because he's my first hero I ever got for 3,000 monkey money, and he's still special to me for that reason. As you can see in my hero
Benjamin,
tier
he's
list.
my favourite hero, so I can't let my bias change this.
Do you actually use Geraldo? Yes, he is my third most used hero behind Sada and Benjamin. Although it seems I don't like him, he's still one of my favourite heroes. Make this your 50th video? It already is. What do you play on? Well, I actually have a confession to make. I've been on mobile this whole time. This iPad Pro, specifically, you may have noticed in my older videos, I have the little bar to close the app, which I now try to cover with a larger sized video. I think it just looks more professional and nice. Hope that's okay. Please don't unsubscribe. It's also why I cannot do mods, as they do not work on the mobile version. That's why I've stuck to videos such as calculating DPS. Gavin Smash 6, a long-time subscriber, what inspired you to make content? I have an Apple Watch. Okay, say what you want down below in the comments about Apple, but I started improvising a Zelda Breath of the Wild script, and I ended up actually writing down a script in Google Docs, and you can read it below if you want to read. I originally had my main channel, which is this, and I named it Semimations, but with only one M as it was taken with 2. Then I changed it so I could make it work on multiple channels, such as Semiboy Does BTD 6 and Semiboy Does Tech. Bryson the Jester. Good job on your shorts, thanks. I used CapCut for desktop, specifically Mac, but then had a problem where I couldn't export with audio, and I had to go through the dark depths of Reddit and found the 4.0 version to downgrade. So no CapCut Pro for me. Not sure if that's a bad thing to say. Oops. Well, sorry TikTok. I edit this on an M2 MacBook Air, and I made audio and footage on my iPad again. I play the tenor saxophone. No, I don't play the instrument. It's a username. Worst and best hero and tower. This is my opinion, so don't go crazy in the comments, but Benjamin is definitely the best, and the worst is probably Striker Jones, as he doesn't do as much for me as almost any other hero does. My favourite tower, as I said before, is the 050 Druid, as it is just so good and I love the design. And the worst tower, I've learnt from this video up above, and I agree. The PFMC is absolutely horrible in almost all ways. Once its ability's over, it's worse than the average tier 3. First game you ever played in the BTD 6 franchise? Well, it was BTD 6 actually. I haven't played Bloons for that long. I've got a lot of game time in BTD 6, but I haven't been in the franchise for that long. Will I ever do content aside from BTD 6? If you want me to, but I'm actually also working on another animated video, but it's just in the scripting phase for now, as I'm trying to get the Semiboy Does BTD 6 ones out. Can I make more long-form mod videos? Well, if my videos pick up and it allows channel members, I might make the cheapest tier for like a month and give it every perk I can, and I might get it if enough of you subscribe, so if that were to give me enough, I might be able to buy BTD6 on Steam and actually be able to make mod videos. But I am broke, and that's not a good thing. Do I plan on doing it full-time if it works out? Well, I'm currently struggling to upload 3 times a week due to school and studying. I would like to, but it's quite hard to balance them. Emreformaporenquanto, or however you pronounce it, I'm not trying again. How was your first contact with BTD6? I originally found a BTD5 recreation on a website called Scratch that is like a coding learning website in about 2018 to 2019, and my mum got a new iPhone 14 Pro Max and they offered 3 months of Apple Arcade for free when BTD6 Plus was first added, and it showed up on the new apps and the recommended thing. And I downloaded it, and it became one of my favorite games very quickly. And then I ended up getting the full game later that year when one of my friends got it too, and I remembered that it existed. So thanks for watching my Q&A. I hope you had a great time watching and being in it if you were. I'd be so happy if you'd consider subscribing, liking the video, and just have a lovely day. Thank you all for a whopping 300 subscribers. This is absolutely incredible. Thank you.